Yes, I hit stream at the bottom. Yeah.
And we are live.
Oh my goodness, we're live. Hi everybody, good morning. How are we this bright and humid morning? How's everybody doing today?
So Donna
Yep.
is taking the center stage today.
Yep, it's a Donna morning, I hope. I'm sorry.
You guys get me on the nice microphone.
You do. Good morning. So, in case you haven't noticed, we got it all here in front of us today. We're going to talk all things pens to go along
All
with our
right,
journals.
book lover is here.
Hey, book lover, good morning.
And Bethany says, hello, my favorite tea and crumpets. Ringers are rung and mods are here.
Tea and crumpets. Oh, I forgot to get my tea this morning. The bag. I was going to bring the bag down.
Mizuyaki says hello. Monk says hello. Tori Blade says, hi, Scott and Donna. So excited to watch.
Good morning, friends.
Good morning, everybody.
How are we
here
today?
Comes everybody else.
Oh, you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying when I go, whoa,
there's
everybody's
Shelby
here.
and Kermito and Dragon Fruit and Caitlin Hayes and Fiber and Brimstone.
Oh, Ellen's here. It is a pen day, friend. It is. We're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best. I am not by any stretch of the imagination an expert. I am learning like all of you.
Hey, Clover, no, I'm not drawing today. I'm getting a day off. Donna's going to show us.
If you want a Scott drawing today, I have two examples here on the desk. Here's a Scott drawing. Look, isn't he cute? There you go. There's a Scott drawing today. That's as close as you're going to get to a Scott drawing today. Oh, there you go. We'll reserve those for when people get bored of me later. We'll keep those on there.
Hiding in my Hobbit hole says, hey, good morning. How are y'all doing today?
Well, I don't know. I'll let you know how bad I fumble this, and we'll go for it later.
The Tom Animate says, hey, Donna. Hey, Scott.
Good morning,
KCX
everybody.
says, love your nails.
Oh, thank you. This is an olive and June color. It is called Suited. And let me tell you something. It's a quick dry polish. It dries in a minute because I have zero patience. But it is, it's blue for summer.
Book Lover says this really is something different, and those pens look fancy.
You know what? They're very intimidating, I'll tell you that much.
Coral Create says, oh yay, that new pen is stunning, Donna.
I know. Okay, all right. I see where you're going, Coral. I get it. Yep. I'm telling you. But if you open the box, okay, like, look. If you'd never seen it, and you open the box, and this is what you see, you're freaking out.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Is you're absolutely and utterly I mean, okay. It's a resin. So it's made out of resin. And I talked to the owner of Goldspot. Her name is Kieran, and she's lovely. Has been watching Scott's lives for a long time, and she's an art lover. And she actually designed this pen with another designer. Apparently this resin is no longer available. It is discontinued resin. So this is literally like ultra limited edition. So anyway,
Naru Oracle says, Donna, since you're on camera, did you get up early to make sure you have tea before starting? And also, what's the tea of the day?
You're so cute. Of course I have tea. Here you go. In my little cup. The tea of the day, I also actually have refill, which is what I usually have when I'm sitting on the other side of the camera. The tea of the day is it's a mellow flavor because I get to be anxious enough because now my hands are on camera. So I have the Tuck Box tea from Carmel, California. And there's a link to that under the resources section of Scott's website. I have a page.
Okay, Lola asks, does it break easily since it's resin?
No, it is not going to break. And I will tell you, I probably shouldn't admit this, but I will. This pen I have dropped probably way too many times to count, and I have not chipped it, and I have not, don't get me wrong, I drop it on carpet or I drop it on my desk. I do not drop it on concrete outside.
Okay. Dark Snowfication says, so happy to have a pen review today. I got my first fountain pen.
Oh my gosh, what kind did you get? I've got two different kinds here with me today.
Amy Weekly wants to see what kind of watch you have, or wants to see your watch.
Oh, okay. Here's my watch. This, my lovely husband gave to me. We were in Venice 2 years ago. Scott was doing a class in Venice, and I saw this in a window in Murano. And the back of it is Murano glass. And he bought this for me as a birthday present that year for my birthday. And it was funny because I said, there's this watch in this window and it's really, really pretty. And I took a picture of it. And he, unbeknownst to me, went back, bought the watch, and then took a picture of, he's like, somebody already bought it, of this blank space where the watch was in the window. And he bought it for me for my birthday. So.
Mayhem asks, Donna, I have a question.
Yes.
Milk and tea, green tea, or coffee?
Oh, not black, plain black. I don't put anything in it. No sugar, no milk. I just love the taste of the tea. It's just black. And if I put a little bit of milk or sugar in it, it depends on the flavor of the tea. Like if I have an Earl Grey tea, then I will definitely put sugar in it and maybe a pinch of a creamer of some kind.
Jenny 87 asks, do you ever spill tea on your journal? No way I could be trusted to handle both of those at once.
Yes. Yes, I have. And you know what? It doesn't matter. The paper dries and it smells like tea now and it's great.
Yeah.
It's just, I was in a business meeting when we were making, ironically, our first Animal Crackers movie. And I had this Ledger Domain journal that I bought from Levenger. And with a linen cover, I don't have a linen cover in front of me. It's kind of like this kind of material, linen cover. And somebody bumped the table and the tea went all over the front of my journal. And if you look at it to this day, it has a big tea stain. Kind of looks like the continent of Africa on the cover of my journal. And it just makes me laugh now because I know exactly where I was when I spilled the tea on the front of the journal.
Yeah.
So embrace the imperfections, guys. It's life, you know. So that's my 2 cents. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to show you, we're going to ink this bad boy because I haven't inked it yet because I'm nervous to ink this, okay? Because it's a gorgeous pen and I don't, the mechanism, basically this, let me show you. I'm going to show you. Let's talk fountain pens. Okay, so I brought, this is a Lamy that I have. That's the brand that I bought. This one is a $30 pen. Great starter pen, okay? Fiber and Brimstone had actually suggested that Lamy's were good. She also suggested that Twisby's were good, but now I don't believe her about Twisby's. I just had a bad experience. That's another story. This one, you pull this off. Let's play with these a little bit and I'll show you. Wait, let's play with these appropriately because Donna's a mess. So yes, these are shop paper towels from the garage. My son, and I borrowed them from him. So this has this is all like basically like aluminum with a plastic case.
Tea Foundry has arrived and they said, hey! What up, party people? Ooh, Wednesday with Donna. Love it. Have a great day.
Lula's here. Hi, friend. All right, so this one is a piston fill, okay? So this one has a cartridge. This is a cartridge here. If I take the cartridge out, you can take the cartridge out. I don't. You can see the ink is in there.
Erica's here, and so is Ryan.
Oh, hey guys, how's it going? Erica's doing a beautiful piece, a landscape piece that she's posted. You guys should go check out Erica Art. She's doing some beautiful landscape work. Okay, this, you basically stick the nib, which is this part of the pen, stick it into the jar, crank the little handle here, and it fills it up with ink. Okay, this is super easy. This is a medium point pen. I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is a great starter pen, but let's play. We're going to save the shop towels because Donna's a mess. And if I'm going to ink this beautiful pen here, we're going to just keep the shop pens out. All right. So
Ryan says, ooh, piston. Nice. My Safari has the same one.
Yeah, right? There's also a little window so you can see when you're running low on ink. This is just a really good basic pen. Okay, so you can see these are all the pens I've tried for my travel journal. So I try different pens for that. So, all right, so this is the Lamy, and this is a medium point. Okay? And this color is called Cliff. It is a blue color. I don't know how well you can see it. It's a really, really dark blue. But this is the Lamy ink. It's a limited edition kind of ink. It was only like $12. And this one I bought at Goulet Pens. but it's kind of neato because look, it has this little, I couldn't figure out what this was for. The little paper, they give you the little paper at the bottom of the pen, of the thing. You know what you're supposed to do? You fill your pen, you tear off a little piece, and then you wipe the end of the nib off with the little bit of the paper.
That's cute.
Isn't that great? I thought that was really cool. Anyway, I had to label it because it wasn't, the bottle itself is not
The
labeled.
Tea Foundry says, I'm thinking tea-scented journals are something we should collab on.
Oh, I love that. You know what? I can spill tea on whatever you want to do. We were just at that conversation. So this is the Lamy pen. It's an AL. Don't ask me what that stands for. I have no idea. And it's a medium nib. Okay. And you see how it's wet? I don't know if you can see it, but can you see how the ink is wet? That's my favorite part, is when the ink is drying on the paper. This is an Archer and Olive journal. It is not my typical Archer and Olive journal. This is, it's just plain paper. And I got this one, actually this one was on was on clearance about a year or so ago, but it's actually really pretty. You can see the design is really pretty. Anyway, I wanted to show you with the paper.
We forgot to mention Skillshare.
Oh my God, we did forget to mention Skillshare.
We just jumped right in.
We did just jump right in. I got all excited. Today's live is sponsored by Skillshare. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put it right up here at the top. Skillshare. And we're going to do 1 month free. And we're going to do, click the link.
Yes, there's a link should be pinned in the comments.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you to Skillshare for being with us today. All right, so this is the Archer and Olive paper. This is the really, really thick paper. I'm going to show you some other papers that I've brought with me. So we will, you can see how the pens work on
Colleen
those.
says, good morning, late to the party, still fighting jet lag a week later. Just got a new journal and Waterman's Deep Blue ink, I think.
Love me some deep blue ink. Reminds me of the ocean. How exciting. All right, so let's talk about this one. This is the original Leonardo pen that Goldspot had sent me, gosh, I don't know, a year or so ago.
Doug Waddle's asking what your favorite color of ink for journaling.
Oh, right, here you go. Writer's blood. That's my favorite. Can you do me a favor? I forgot to bring my other pen. Can you run upstairs and grab my other pen?
Yeah.
The abalone shell one. I think the case is closed because I think I was going to bring it.
I'll be right back.
But then I didn't bring it. This is writer's blood on my desk. In the case, probably in the case. This is my favorite color for writing in my journal. My absolute hands down favorite color. Now the color that I use every day in this pen is called Noodler's Nightshade. And I did not realize originally when I bought ink how large these ink bottles are. So a bottle like less than half this size took me 2 years to use. So when you look at it from an eco standpoint, if you're gonna grab a pen and you're gonna you're gonna grab one of these pens that Scott uses, you're gonna throw this away, right? You can refill a fountain pen, which again, from the eco perspective, oh great thing, just put it right there. Thanks. Is much more appealing to me because I'm not throwing away plastic all of the time. So it does take a little bit of a learning curve, but I think it's worth it. Okay, so I want to show you the difference in the nibs on these, if you can see them. I don't know if you can see them. Let me see if you can see it on the white paper. You can see that this one is a really finer nib, and this isn't even a fine one. This is a medium nib. This is...
Oh, I'm sorry. Brazen Hearted says, happy Wednesday, everybody. Do
Happy
either
Wednesday.
of you have a recommendation for a lead holder brand? And should I go 2mm or 5.6mm? I hate sharpening my pencil into the trash for every doodle.
Where's that Naruto one that auto sharpens?
It's over on the left right there. I'm looking at it.
You're looking at it.
Look, no, where the bottle is.
Where the bottle is.
There's a bottle right
It's
next to
okay.
the bottle. No, keep going.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Here, this one. The Naruto. You can refill
On the
this.
back, it has the numbers.
Let's see, 0.5.
0.5.
It's a 0.5 lead. You can get one that holds a 0.7 lead. There are even pencils that are 0.9 leads and higher than that. I actually have a pencil way upstairs that is a 1.3 or a 1.5 millimeter lead, but that's a chunky boy. So, but that was a good one. Okay, so this is the Noodler's Nightshade, and this is the one that I use for all my quote videos. Okay.
And while you're doing that, Colin Elwood asks, no, they said, "Hey Scott and Donna, I love watching your lives." The Blue Shifter asks, "Could I ask about how much do fountain pens and ink tend to cost?"
Yes, you can. Absolutely. You do not have to spend a ton of money to get a fountain pen. Now, that being said, both of these pens were upwards of $200 each. Okay. So
They were gifted.
they were gifted to me.
Yeah.
Yes. And so it was very, very kind of Gold Spot Pens to do that. I used this one in about 100 and, well, it's been 127 videos now that I've done with my quotes. And they were saying thank you, so they sent me this one, and we did the
And then
unboxing a couple days
we're
ago.
gonna fill that with ink today, right?
We are going to fill this with ink today. This pen, this Lemmy pen, $30. Okay. This bottle of the blue ink, this was $12. They also come, there's a private reserving. This is black cherry. This one also around the $10, $12 mark. And I will tell you, a bottle this size is going to last you 2, 3, 4 years. I used this ink, the Writer's Blood ink, every single day I write in my writing journal with this ink. And I will show you, this is the pen that Scott bought me for our anniversary a few years ago. This was $100. Abalone shell is my absolute favorite. And so
I'm still
I
making
said,
payments on that.
you're not making payments on that. Stop it.
Lola asks, "What happens if you get the ink on your clothes? Does it come off?"
I've never gotten the ink on my clothes. It does take a couple days to come off your hands. I would assume if you get it on your clothes, that's not a great idea. Which is why I always use like some kind of paper or something when I'm filling, changing, whatever, inks. That's what I do.
Ryan says you can get a solid pen within $20. Inks vary. My platinum carbon is close to $30 a bottle.
Yeah. I mean, this is purple from Leonardo. I mean, all of these inks, any bottle of ink that you're going to get is going to be around like $10, $15. And again, like I'm telling you, I used a bottle. This was the Writer's Blood. I used a bottle half this size, less than half this size. It took me 2 years to go through the bottle of ink. So I personally think it's very much more economical. And you're also doing your part for the planet when you're using inks like that. Now, how long it will take me to use these 5 bottles of ink, I have no idea.
And everybody, I'm doing my best to interrupt Donna because she talks a lot. So I'm reading all the comments, but I'm trying to pick and choose as best as I can and interrupt her.
Sorry, go ahead. This is, I'm going to show you, this is the writing journal. This is a different kind of nib too. This nib is a 1.5 millimeter. This nib is just a 1.1 millimeter. And I will put this in here so you guys can see.
Ellen says, "Donna, I got your TWSBI rejects and I'm finally taking a look at them."
Yay! I am glad they will go to good use. And this is a 1.1 millimeter. I'm glad they will because they were frustrating the living tar out of me. It's not. Anyway, ooh, I'm bumping the camera, sorry. Again, this one's a $30 pen. I mean, and I got this, honestly, at Plaza Art, where Scott buys his art supplies.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's exactly where I found it. I got this at Plaza Art, and, you can use, you don't have to start off with a $100 pen. You can look at, Gold Spot has pens that start like $15. You can get something, granted, it's a plastic case. It's not going to be a metal case. It's going to be a plastic casing. So I didn't want to go plastic because I'm trying to be better for the environment. So this is metal. Now, granted, the interior pieces are plastic, but this isn't something that I'm going to ink up and then just throw away in another week. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep this and use this for a while. So,
Newer Com asks, what's the best for under $50? Works well and isn't too thick or small.
I like this one. I like the Lamy.
The
And
Lamy.
I'd go, yeah, this is the Lamy. This is the Lamy AL. It's this one. This is a medium nib. If you like a bolder line, I would actually get a bold nib. I wouldn't go with a medium nib. I'd go with a bold nib. Just if you like a thicker line, that's what I personally would go with. You can go with a 1.1 millimeter. Or you can go with a bold. They come in. The nibs are going to come in. You can get EF, which is extra fine. You can get fine, and then you can get medium, and then you get bold, and then you get a 1.1 millimeter. And then these, actually, the Leonardos have decided that it's a 1.5 millimeter.
And you have links to all the pens?
I have links to Gold Spot pens on my website, on my links on my thing. And there are links.
You don't have the link to the Lamy?
I don't have the link to the Lamy there yet, but we'll put the link. We'll add the link to the Lamy on there. Bethany, pretty please. And we'll find the Lamy. We can find that on either Gold Spot. I know they sell Lamys. Goulet Pens also sells Lamys. I will tell you this: both Gold Spot and Goulet Pens have a great YouTube channel, which is where, honestly, it's where I learned how to fill pens with ink. It's where I learned how to clean my fountain pens. And I highly, highly recommend it because you can learn a lot. There's actually a guy I just started following. His name is Hemingway Jones, and he's on YouTube, and he does these YouTube lives. And now he's very high end. I will just be very honest, but it's fun watching him talk about pens and talk about inks and compare different things. And he's always got the latest things that are coming out, and it's just fun. It's fun to watch. I don't think I could ever spend $600 or $6,000 on a pen, but he has very high end pens on there. But you learn a lot, and if you just go on and start, like filling a fountain pen or what's the best fountain pen, and they often you'll be able to find like best fountain pens under $50, best fountain pens under $30, and you can Google all that, and you can learn all about the different kinds of inks and everything else. So there you go. There's that. All right, so these are the inks that I use. These are the things that I use. Let's fill the pen because I'm already nervous enough about filling this pen. Let's just do it.
Okay.
We're going to do it. Now, I was going to do, I don't know. I'm still debating, all right? I know I'm going to give everybody PTSD with the ink situation here, but this is what we're going to do. I can't decide if I should do, and I know you can probably see it really well in here. Can you see the inside of the cap?
Hold on. Let me zoom in. Yes.
Okay. So that's the purple, and I know you probably can't see this very well, but this is the blue. This is called Cliff, and this is just purple, like the Leonardo purple. I think we're going to try filling it with the purple. Let me grab... I always have extra towels around because, again, Donna's a mess. We're going to cap this because I, unlike Scott, do not want to have ink go all over the place.
Okay, you've got 3-4 people asking for purple.
Yeah, I know. Well, if you think about like purple would just look lovely in this.
Yeah.
I really want to do the blue, but if I don't like the purple, I'll clean it out and I'll do the blue later. All right, this one, now I'm a little nervous to fill this, and I'll tell you why. Because I showed you the converter that's in that one, like the little screw thing. This one, same thing. You dip the nib in and you rotate the top.
Bethany says, if you don't fill it with the purple, I'm driving over the right now. It's prettier than my heart can handle.
And she would. So this one, however, let's chat about this.
Poor Gail's been, said a couple things, but you kept talking, so I messaged her saying, but she says, it's cool, no worries.
No, what did Gail say? Tell me what Gail said. I'm going to be quiet.
Oh, it was a while back.
You can scroll. Okay, if you see it, there's a plunger at the bottom. Plunger's going to go all the way to the end. And we're going to try this. Oh, God, I'm so nervous. Can you tell I'm nervous? Like the pen is actually... Okay, we're going to dip it in the ink.
Don't screw it up.
Oh, shut up. You are not helpful. You know that?
So what does the twisting do?
It sucks the ink up into the pen. Can you see it? It's probably having a hard time
but-
seeing it. It holds a lot of ink. This pen will hold a lot of
So
ink.
we should all be going suck, suck, suck.
Wow, you are really a weenie head. You know that. Okay, so
That was from the Spaceballs.
I know. All right, so there's the ink. So I'm going to turn it again I'm going to do one turn the other direction and let it drop out because that filters the nib. This is what I'm told. And then we are going to wipe this off. Oh, dear God in heaven. And we are going to, see why Donna's a mess? See? All right, there you go. We filled the pen and there's ink in it. And see, you can see the ink in the little channel now. There's ink in there. Okay. We're going to cap it.
STRX Art Venture asked, is this the pen from the unboxing?
It is indeed the pen from the unboxing.
Mayhem asks, Donna, do you like refillable ink cartridges or this type
No.
ink?
I like ink from a bottle because the cartridges are also plastic. So I do have, this pen originally came with cartridges. You can see them in here. And I don't use them. I haven't used them. Instead of the little screwy piston fill, the cartridges basically just snap inside, but they're plastic. And I'm trying to avoid plastic. So I have not used them. That is why, because I'm just trying to avoid that. So, all right, we've got it filled. Oh, let's see if it's going to write. I'm very nervous I am always nervous when I have something new and I don't want to mess it up, you know? But like Scott says, we're all learning and we're just going to mess it up anyway, right? So it doesn't matter.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try it.
Wait, move up a little bit.
Oh,
There you go.
is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. Ha ha ha! It writes like butter. It's beautiful. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna have to practice with this one because it takes time to learn how to do these, how to use a fountain pen, and learning the different. See how the ink is coming out. Now this is the first time I'm using it, so the ink is coming out in different quantities over I love it when
Can we
it
hold
does
it
that.
up to the
Can we see it? Is that better?
higher, closer to the thing? Now towards you. Yeah, now tilt it a little bit so we can get some light on it.
That better?
A little more tilt. Yeah, that looks
That's
good.
good.
That's a pretty purple.
Yeah, it really is. It's a beautiful purple. Yeah. Now, let's talk about, like, these inks do not have shimmer in them. They don't have glitter or they don't have anything that makes them prismatic, okay? It is a flat ink, okay? The reason I'm only using a flat ink in this is because, first of all, it's a really, really expensive pen, and I don't want to clog the feed. If you use inks that have shimmer in them or little, juicy things, it will clog the feed. So now that doesn't mean I haven't tried them, but afterwards I clean the pen, which means I rinse it out with water. So
Mr. Mustard's asking what the ink is, what color,
the ink is purple.
and the brand is
Leonardo Officina Italiana. It's purple.
Purple.
Just purple. Yep. Yeah, it's a stunning. I mean, it's a stunning color of. Here, let's put it there. It's a stunning color of purple. Here we go. Purple, and it's a Leonardo ink. And I know for sure you can get this.
I'm gonna just.
Yeah.
I want to see if we can get closer.
Okay.
Just do this.
Scott's gonna play a little bit here. Can we get a little closer? Oh wow. Okay, that's really close.
Well, I'm just gonna see. Let me just see, and then.
Is that better?
Well,
But if I put my hand in the way, you're not gonna be able to see it. If you guys hear a big thump, it's because Scott has 42 things on the bottom of the.
yeah, I don't think that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not much better. Sorry.
It's okay. You're not bothering me. Anyway, this is not broken in yet, so I need to write with this for a little bit. Notice my lines are a little bit. I'm also a little nervous because I'm using this one for the first time. So, but here's some. See how wide these lines are as compared to these lines up here. You can make them not as wide, but I love a good chunky line on the pen. I love those. All right, so there's that. So we inked it. Whew. And I didn't break it. That's I was worried I was going to break it or do something crazy. All right, let's talk about paper. So I'm showing you, this is the Archinol. This is 300-pound paper.
Newercom's asking, did the Lamy All-Star have to suck in the ink? And if so, what brand?
Yeah, you have to suck in the ink the same way. Except in this one, you stick the nib into the jar and you turn this little handle. You turn that little handle there and so you can see the ink in there. You suck it out the same way. This is the ink that I used. It's Lamy. It's a limited edition. It's called Cliff. C-L-I-F-F. Oh, I didn't write the ink on there. Here, it's a Lamy pen with Lamy ink. Here. There you go. Yeah, that's the ink. It is like a grayish blue kind of color. Looks just like the ocean. It's beautiful. But yeah, this one sucks in the ink the exact same way.
Do you have the swatches of the different colors that
I
you
do.
could show them?
I do. I did not swatch the Lamy
Do you have the purple at least? That's going to be wet, dear.
What's going to be wet?
The page that you just wrote on.
No, it's dry. I can see it. Yeah, I have to, let me look and see where my swatches are. I do have swatches back here somewhere.
Because I think they'll be able to see the colors a little better.
Okay, I've
Did
swatched.
you just do the calendar one?
Oh, that's upstairs. Do you want to go grab that?
Yeah.
It's the one with the snap on it all the way on the
Will the
left
purple
side
be
of the
in there?
desk. No. No, I don't think the purple's in there. Let me see.
So where is it?
On my desk, all the way on the left-hand side. We were not, and I apparently did not grab enough of the stuff on here. Let me see if I have any, if I have that on here anywhere. I don't think I swatched the purple, like did the actual like little tiny round swatches. I don't know, we'll see. We'll let Scott, we'll do that. We'll do that. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Okay, so I did 30 inks, 30 days. I kept it all to myself. I didn't share it with anybody because I don't know, because I didn't. So here you go. Yeah, these are ink swatches. There's a gentleman online, and he goes by Ink Journal. And he actually works for Gold Spot Pens, which is kind of funny. But he does 30 inks, 30 days. And so basically what you do is you don't have to use a calendar. You can use a regular piece of paper, whatever. You divide it up into 30 little blocks, and you show the different inks, and you show different swatches of inks. So I wrote next to him which pen that I used throughout every
that's
ink.
Leonardo purple right there.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Okay. Let's hold it up because we.
So there you go.
Yeah.
This is a sepia tone that I had. This is spiced apple. Now you'll see, can you see the shimmer in that?
Yeah.
The shimmer in that is what clogs the feed of the fountain pen. So anything that you see here that's a shimmer, I use it with a pen,
dip pen.
like a dip pen, which is this one.
So
Okay.
if you want a shimmery or with the little flecks of sparkly stuff
Yep.
in it, do a dip pen.
Use a dip pen with it. Don't clog your fountain pen with it. That's my recommendation. I might put a shimmery ink in a Lamy because it was only $30. I'm just being honest, okay? Because again, I'm not ruining a $200 pen. This is the Cliff. This is the one that is in this one here. That's that one. Writer's Blood, that's the one I use on a regular basis. Let's see, where are some of the other ones? I like this olive swirl, but it never comes out right. This is the one I use for my quote videos, the Noodler's Nightshade. So, but yeah, that's the Leonardo purple. You can see what the purple looks like. And that's
Bethany says, by the way, I just looked, and there are lots of fountain pen classes available on Skillshare. And she put a link.
Yay! There we go. And there's my segue to Guys, we've got a month's subscriptions, 101 month subscriptions to Skillshare. So if you're interested in fountain pens, pick yourself up something
Chuck,
cheap and take a class.
and Chuck Lee just sent you a really nice donation and a nice
Oh,
gift, and says, Donna, thanks so much for mentioning you had a YouTube channel yesterday. I subbed so fast. Great to put a face to a voice, and you and Scott are a beautiful couple inside and out. Thanks,
oh,
Chuck.
thanks, Chuck. Thank you. You're so sweet.
And by the way, Chuck, we're sending out the book
Yeah.
to the next person today. So
Scott finally packaged it up yesterday, got all the goodies in it he wanted. And of course, I will be the shipping. But anyway, this is what it looks like when you do the swatching.
yeah, swatching is great. It gives you a chance
I
to
love
kind of
it.
really see the colors,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
it's just fun to do.
You know what? I kept the pen and on the kitchen counter every morning, and I would pick my bottle of ink that I wanted to try, and I'd bring it in, and I'd grab my pen, and then I'd go over to the kitchen window, and I would hold it up in the sunshine in the kitchen window so that I could see what the colors look like. And as I sort of filled in the calendar and everything, it's just fun. I really enjoyed it. It was just a fun little exercise
Gail's
to
asking,
do. And
she says, is that another blue at the bottom left page? I
Yes.
love the Cobalt Jazz.
This is Arctic Blast. This is Cobalt Jazz.
Move it up just a little bit so we can see the bottom left one. There you go.
That's Arctic Blast. This one's still available. Cobalt Jazz is discontinued. I know. I was very sad about that one. That's a discontinued color. But Arctic Blast is still available. But this one's a shimmery one. Depending on the pen that you use with this, the ink comes out looking differently when you write with it. So when you write with a thicker line, like here's a thicker line, the ink just absorbs differently on the paper. It's actually really cool. So, all right, so there's that. Okay, so I'm gonna show you, like, if you want to practice your writing. When we were at Plaza Art, I grabbed this Bean Fang calligraphy paper, practice paper. Okay, and it's 19 pound, 74 GSM. Fountain pen friendly, right? You would think that the inks would go through because it's only 74 pound paper. I'm going to show you that it does not go through. And the paper, it's only on one side of the paper.
Ellen says, oh, now I feel extra bad taking your cobalt sample.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I wouldn't have given it to you if I didn't want you to have it. Good grief. I don't play nice with others that well. Come on, Ellen.
What is this paper for?
This is calligraphy practice paper. Everybody's always asking me, how do you practice?
Oh.
This is the paper that I bought from Plaza Art. And again, I told you 74 GSM. But see, printed practice rule and slanted grid. So we'll just grab, okay? And I am going to, now I am not the greatest person with pens.
Tracy
okay?
KD asks, is there a difference between ink for drawing and ink for writing? And I think there would be.
There is. There is definitely a difference. Scott has, hold on a second, let me grab. I found this out the hard way.
Second shelf.
Yeah, no, I've got it right here. Okay, well, watercolors are watercolors, and let me grab this one. I'm gonna just grab, okay, it's over this paper. This paper doesn't matter. Nobody freak out. There's no artwork here. This is drawing ink that Scott has, okay?
Yeah.
Surprise, I grabbed natural or neutral gray. This kind of ink you cannot put into a fountain pen. You cannot. On a lot of them, no, it actually has fibers in the ink that will clog the fountain pen feed. So you do not want to use this type of ink, any kind of drawing ink in a fountain pen. You want ink that is specifically for fountain pens. If it doesn't say, because on the back of this it doesn't say, it says dye-based drawing ink. Go to the people at the front of the store and say, can I use this in a fountain pen? They will tell you yes or they will tell you no. If they do not know, Google it first before you buy it. Because I tried when I was at Plaza, I looked at a couple of different inks and they said, specifically on the back of the bottle of ink, it said not for use in fountain pens because it has fibers in it. Yeah, and if you use the fibers, if you look at the back of this, see the tines on this, it will clog the feed back here. And then your ink will not flow appropriately.
Okay.
So that is why you do not use drawing ink in a fountain pen. Bombay inks are the same.
I think those are India inks.
Yeah, these are India inks. Light, fast, and waterproof. Holds a line without spreading. It says non-clogging, but I don't trust it. I don't. Ever since I would not use these, I would use specifically fountain pen ink is what I would use. That is my 2 cents in the world. You do you. If you want to try it, knock yourself out. I personally would not use it. I will only buy fountain pen ink. That's just my 2 cents in the world. I'll show you this one because this one I'm a little more comfortable writing with at present. So,
Ellen says, finally got this Twisby nib out with pliers and a silicone pot holder.
told ya, it's a pain in the butt.
Erie Deary says, hey, I love fountain pens too, especially Flex and Feud Bent are one of my favorites.
I have not tried a flex nib yet. You're looking at the extent of my experience with that, except that Ellen has my old Twisbys, and yeah, it's a mess. We're gonna pour some more tea here because I'm talking a lot.
Erica says they just posted on the Discord their recent gouache painting in the gouache folder. I look forward to seeing it.
Great! I'm so excited about that.
Sundowner72 says hello, lots of love from the Czech Republic.
Ooh, I want to go to Prague and see the Mucha Museum.
Leon Valdez says, hey, Scott and Donna, forgot today was Wednesday. I'm glad I remembered in time to join y'all.
I'm going to show you the back of this too, because these are my juiciest pens. See how it does not go through the paper? It's magic.
Okay.
It's magic. But you can practice writing with calligraphy pens. You can practice writing with whatever you want. This is a pen that I bought that goes in my travel journal. It's got 2 different ends to it. It's got a really thick end. And it has a really thin end. And I use this sometimes on the title pages of my travel journal. But that's in my travel journal bag.
Dalton shouts, I'm back.
Oh, I missed you. Where have you been all my life, friend?
Can one of the mods link Donna's YouTube channel? Jolie Marrow is asking.
Here's the Jelly Roll pen.
Brandy B says, watching while on vacation, my husband is trying to figure out what paper to use to journal with an ink pen. Favorite weight and brand?
Oh, okay. Favorite weight is going to be a 1.1 millimeter, like this one. I got to tell you, of all the pens that I've used,
that's a size, not a weight. They're talking about the paper.
Oh, a paper weight.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I use the Archer and Olive, and I like the 160-pound paper. This is the paper. 160-pound paper. It holds every pen. These are the travel journal pens that I have in my journal. This is what all of the different pens look like on there. These are the fountain pens. These are the other pens that I use. This one is this pen. There is the Uni pen, which is a 0.8. You can tell, like when Scott tells you he's got that little 003 little piece of whatever it is, that little junkamunka thingamajig. Here it is, my nemesis. I can't use this. I don't even want to like. The smallest I will use is a 0.5. That's the smallest I'm going to use. I can't stand it. And the chunkier, the better, and the happier I am.
Kimiyatsu is asking, do you have a dip pen that you'd recommend?
You know what? I had a dip pen that I bought from Amazon. It was $12, came with a bunch of inks. It was a glass dip pen. It worked fantastic. Highly recommend.
And when you dip, I dip, we dip.
You're so cute. What I did with that pen was I gave it away because when we were in Italy, I bought myself a glass dip pen that is Murano glass. That was my present to myself in Italy. So, but you can go on Amazon and buy it for. I bought one for my nephew, and it came with like 12 different little bottles of ink and the dip pen, and it worked perfectly. I loved it. It was great. Just make sure your paper's thick enough for the ink. You won't be. I mean, again, this one is built for something like this, so you can definitely use something like this. Let me show you. You know, while we're here. Here, I'm going to use the blue. I'm going to show you the dip pen. Let's play. Let's play smart, shall we? Let's play safely. I play safely. Scott does not. How's that? You don't have water in your cup, do you? You do. Okay, good. Ooh, it's gross. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
I was painting.
I know. All right, see? You just dip it in the ink.
Wait, hold on.
And then...
You got to...
What?
Move everything closer to you. Just
okay. So you're just going to dip it in the ink.
Move the ink a little closer.
To where?
Just slide everything towards you a little bit.
Oh, towards me.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So I'm dipping the ink. I'm dipping the dip pen into the ink, and I'm just going to write. Today is Wednesday.
Now, someone was asking why are the lines angled?
The lines are angled so you can do calligraphy. Because a lot of times with calligraphy, what you want to do is you want to be able to write on a slant to do your lines and make things.
Basically,
you can do them straight.
Calligraphy is permanently italicized.
Yes, pretty much. Yeah, you can do them straight up and down, or you can do them slanted. It's a practice sheet. It's a practice paper, and that's kind of. Oh, and I got ink on me somewhere. There you go. Which, is pretty much par for the course. But that's how a dip pen works, guys. It's super easy. It's super fun. You can try a whole bunch of different inks. The best part about, I'm going to give everybody PTSD from the ink here, so I'll cap mine before I start another one because this makes me nervous because it's such a wide-mouthed ink. But this is a gorgeous color. It's called Black Cherry.
It looks like you're dipping it in blood.
I know. You better be nice to me because no one will notice the difference. See? I rinse it out. I wipe it off. I can cap this one. I can go to the next one. The bonus of a dip pen is being able to use multiple colors at the same time. I don't have to empty the ink out and refill it. Whereas with a fountain pen, I ink this and I use all of the ink that's in here and then I refill it. I can rinse it out and use it with a different color. But the bonus of a dip pen is I went from this color to this color, and you can just try as many ink colors as you want all in one day and you don't have to worry about it.
Ryan asks, do you have any recommendations for unclogging old dried pens?
You have to soak it. Ellen knows this.
Is there a special solution?
There is a solution that I've seen that you can buy and it cleans out fountain pens, but you really need to soak it. And you need, from what I understand, don't quote me, Google it yourself, okay? YouTube has a lot of videos about that, but you soak it. I think it's a little tiny bit of dish soap and something else. Don't quote me on that. Do not quote me. But if you Google it, you'll be able to find out. And I think it's just warm water and you just have to soak it until the ink comes out. And I know Ellen can probably, Fiber and Brimstone can give you some tips on that because she found a pen that she had inked and she thought she didn't ink it and she had ink in it still. And so she had to do that whole clean out type of thing. But I love a good dip pen because I can just try and write with a whole bunch of different things. I am going to try to travel at some point with one of my pens. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I am going to try. So, do you have any more questions?
Yeah. Let's see. Questions. No.
Okay. Okay. So, the dip pens, the nibs. We filled that one. Okay, so I'm going to show you different paper now.
Onyx Dragons asks, how many glass pens do you have?
Just one. This is the only one. Like I said, originally when I got into fountain pens, when I started getting into fountain pens, this was my first pen that I had. This was, I had this, and I had a glass dip pen that I bought from Amazon. And that one, we had done a bunch of giveaways last year from Extra Art, or 2 years ago, I don't know, a long time ago, Extra Art Supplies. And so I did a journaling giveaway, and the pen that I gave away was in that pile. And this one was acquired again from Italy. So my little treat to myself. But it's so pretty. Look at it. It's just, anyway, it's stunning. You can change just for the record, you can change the tips on this as well. You just pull it out. And you can change it and put a different tip in. And then you can use, you can just use different nibs on the end.
Charlize Evangeline asks how long you've been journaling for.
I have been journaling consistently. I've always wanted to keep a journal, and I've always tried to keep a journal ever since I was, I don't know, little, probably maybe in my early teens. I never was able to be consistent until March of 2020. And I read an article, because everyone knows this is what I do, I read articles. I read an article, there was a professor who was with, I don't know, Harvard, NYU, something like that. And he told his class that you need to journal when you're going through turbulent times, because it helps you process the things that you're going through, and it helps you understand the world a little bit better. And so my journal started out as a list of things. They went to writing pages and pages of different things. When I lost my dad, also in 2020, that journaling was incredibly helpful to me. I am on my 12th journal since 2020. It takes me about 3 or 4 months to fill a 192-page Archer and Olive journal. And I found Archer and Olive journals. I've tried notebook therapy journals. I've tried Moleskine journals. I've tried lots of other journals. And I have the great privilege of being able to afford an Archer and Olive journal. And because they're about $30 a piece. And that's what I like to write in. So there you go.
All right, a whole bunch of questions.
Go.
Have you ever used a quill or a feather?
Yes.
Does the kind of ink you use for the dip pen matter?
No.
How many journals are you working on right now?
Oh boy. Okay, that's
working
a really good
on
question.
means you've actually
I write in them on a
wrote
consistent
something.
basis.
No, you've at least tried them.
Tried them. Oh boy. Okay. So I have a writing journal. I have a headache journal because I get migraines. I have 2 reading journals. One is specifically for Jane Austen July, which is next month. And one is for books that I read on a regular basis. I have a tea journal which I've shared with you guys, that I paste in things like teas, different teas that I've tried. I paste in like tea bags and things like that. I have a work journal where I write in all sorts of work projects, things that are coming up, notes about Skillshare that we have to do, just all sorts of different things. That's my work journal. Our potential movie, beginnings, endings, and frustrations. In that. And then what other one do I have? Oh, I have a to-do list journal that I write stuff in, and I have a medical journal that I keep all sorts of notes in for different things. And let me think. Oh, and a travel journal. I actually have, this is fun. I actually have 2 travel journals. One is a journal that I take with us when we actually travel. And then Scott brings his book everywhere, his Be Creative one. And he'll paste stuff in, like we'll go to lunch and he'll sketch something or whatever. I don't want to put local stuff in it. I only want to use mine for travel. So I found another notebook that I had. Big surprise, I had an extra notebook. And I use that for local things, like describing where we are and our location, different things like that. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 active journals. That is what I use presently. That is my current journal stack. I know it seems like a lot, but you know what? It makes me happy.
Tracy Katie asks, do you have any recommendations for guided journals to start off with?
Gosh, there's so many good ones. There's journals that you can use.
Do you have any on your site that you link to?
I don't have any guided journals on my site. I can add some if that's something you're interested in. Add guided journals.
All right, so check back on Donna's. Where will
site.
that be? On the Esava website? Or
It would be on the Esava website, and then there's a tab that says Donna's recommendations.
Okay, and she'll add that.
My tea's there.
Next,
my journals are there.
45 minutes.
My pens are there. Nice. How about today? We can have those up today, just links to the journals. But there are some good ones, like there's mental health journals. My headache journal is a guided journal that I bought on Amazon. And basically it has pictures of the different sides of your head and where the pain might be. And I use that because I get migraines. So I use that to track my migraines.
There's a whole book of point to where it hurts.
Exactly. It is. But it's good because I realized when storms come in, I get headaches when the barometric pressure drops.
Yeah.
I would never have known that. Well, that's half Bethany, half that, because she and I talk about it because she has migraines too. But you keep track of things, and that's how you remember them.
All right. Shrita Sharma asks, do you have any deep journal prompts that make you question life or yourself?
Every single day. Scott's my deep journal prompt, and he makes me question. I actually have a bunch of journal prompts that I put in the community section of my YouTube page. And there are ones on there that are high level questions like, what was your favorite thing that happened today? And then there are other questions that are dive deep questions into your psyche and your just your soul and everything else. I will tell you this. I just finished a book. I'm going to show you what the book is that I just finished. At the back of the chapters of this book, why are you not showing me the book? Here it is. All right. I just finished. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold it. Move it up a little bit. No.
Up here?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I just finished this book. This was great. Highly, highly, highly recommend. If you want,
recommends.
I do. If you want a deep dive into the reason why you do the things you do, this is a great book. This book has questions at the end of every single chapter that you could easily use and as a guided journaling thing. And I have used some of them as guided for journaling, and I cannot recommend it enough. Fantastic read. Really, really great. You can start there. There are so many guided journals that you could use, but I personally start out like every day. This is my journal. Okay. This is what my journal looks like. Okay. Here you go. Okay. Pretend it looks nice. And I start every day. I start with the date, and I either do bullet points or I just write. It doesn't matter, but I start with the date at the top of the page, and the reason that I do is because the page is not blank. It is not intimidating. The minute I use a date stamp, I don't even write it. I have a giant date stamp, and I stamp the top of the page. Takes up about this much room on the top of the page. Seriously, the date stamp is huge. It's like about this much room on the top of the page. It's a huge date stamp. The minute that touches the page, everybody's afraid of blank paper. Me too. I don't like blank paper, but I stamp that sucker at the top of the page, and suddenly my page is not blank anymore, and I do not have to be afraid of the page anymore. Actually, I will show you. This is the date stamp that I have. See how huge that is? Can you see it? Here's a normal date stamp.
No, you're holding it too high.
Too high?
Bring it closer to you. There you go.
Okay. Here's a normal date stamp, the small one like you would get for those of you who are like me and years ago used to have to stamp the inside of your library books. And this is the date stamp I use. It is it 10 already?
Yep.
Wow, I talk a lot.
Yeah, I've only been able to ask 4 questions.
Sorry. Anyway, let me get some tea while Mr. Clock chimes. Okay, so there's my date stamp. The page is not empty, and I don't have to be afraid of the page anymore. Okay, got something else? I just realized, oh, and it's 10, and so we're going to thank Skillshare again for being a part of our live today. I'm pretty sure that they were not counting on, here, click, 1 month free, click the link. I'm pretty sure they were not counting on a journaling live, but here we are today. It takes all kinds. We're all glad you're here. And yeah, you know what else I'm going to show you really quick? Let me show you this too. We'll just use, we'll use this corner of the book. How does that strike you? Let's go this way. You guys, I'm going to tell you, okay, so this was a pen that was given to me, like it's a cross pen. This was given to me, it's just a ballpoint, okay? Okay. That was given to me for graduation of college. Here we go. Pilot Juice, 0.5 millimeter, coffee brown, because there's a theme going here, right? Clicky pen. Doesn't matter what you write with, guys. Just write. Okay? Doesn't matter. All of them write the same. All of them will put all of your thoughts, your lists, your things, everything down on paper. It doesn't matter what you write with. I love a fountain pen. And yeah, that's what we're talking about today, but it doesn't matter. If you want to journal, there's absolutely zero excuse for being not, you don't have to have an expensive journal. You don't have to have an expensive pen. You don't. They all write the same. It's personal preference and it's choice. So do not, by any stretch of the imagination, be intimidated because I'm sitting here with an expensive pen that I like to write with. Write with whatever you want. Whatever you want. And I went to the dollar store, pulled stuff off the dollar store that was the same type of a pen that I can buy on Jet Pens for $1, okay? Or $1.25 now, whatever the price of the thing is. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't want anybody to be like, you don't need expensive paper, you don't need expensive anything. You just need either a pencil. Look, pencil. You can write with a pencil. It does the same darn thing. Okay? Same thing.
Just not with as much flair.
Well, no, it's not with as much flair. And you know what? But that's okay. Because if somebody wants to start journaling, but say they have another hobby, archery, I don't know, and it's a really expensive hobby that they like to do, but they want to start a journal, grab a piece of paper and a pencil. You don't have to start off with an expensive pen or an expensive notebook or whatever. You don't have to. You just don't. I mean, cut yourself some slack, and if you want to try something new, just try something new and use basic supplies. That's it. That's my 2 cents in the world. I don't like that pencil. Oh, gosh. You got any more questions?
Let's see here. Time to zoom out. Hold on.
Time to zoom out.
Okay. Thank you, book lover. I love Roblox Cook says, "Hi Scott, it's my birthday. Happy birthday!"
Birthday. Good. You answer a question.
Okramio Lewin says hi. Srijan Anand says, "How to be consistent in journaling."
Pick a specific time every single day that you're going to journal. When I really decided that I wanted to journal every single day, I go through my whole entire day, and at the end of the day, and I write myself a list. Let me show you. I write myself a list every day of stuff that I want to do. Here. Let me show you what I'm doing, what I do. Yeah, like every day. Here you go. Okay, so I got a little list at the top of this is my daily page. We do our live, and I have to do my quote video, and I desperately need to clean my desk, which, by the way, I did finally over the weekend. It was great. And Skillshare on Monday our day was being sponsored by Skillshare. Every single day, I write myself stuff to do. Take my son to the airport. This is funny. This was the measurements of that long, tall hairpiece that Scott did, because I will never remember the size of the pieces he's using or what he's doing. So I write it down. When you hear me furiously writing notes, this is the kind of stuff I'm writing.
I don't even know what size it is.
I'm writing it down, and I'm saying this is what you told me it was. Here it is. See? 3 1/4 inches by 20 inches. See? And it goes on and on and on and on. But when you measured it, I wrote it down. So I'm just saying, like, honestly, I really still am telling you I think that's one of my new favorites that you've done. I really love that piece. Consistency is just about making time for it. So every night we have dinner, after dinner, dishes time. After dishes, I go to my desk, I sit down, I pull out my journal, I pull out my pen, and I write. And that is what I do. And I date stamp it so that page is not blank. I date stamp it because it is very, very difficult to get motivated with, like, look, isn't that intimidating? Scott looks at a page, and I can only imagine all of the millions of things that go through his head. I look at a blank page and I go, oh my gosh, what am I going to write? I am not worthy of the blank page.
Ellen asks, Donna, where do you keep your journals? I have trouble when I write at my desk one day, and then the next day I want to write from bed, but I don't want to get up. What's your solution?
I would put your journal and your pen in a little tiny tote bag. And if you want to write in bed, then I would move it to the bed. I might have a little bit of OCD because my nice pens literally will sit open like this. Like this on my desk. Just like this, in the box. This is where they sit on my desk. So I always know, and Bethany will attest. Let me see your pen. Here, don't touch, just look. Anyway, but I always know where they are. So if I want to take something with me, I put it in a little tote bag that I keep hanging on the back of my desk chair, and I take it with me. And I do this especially with I like to read, like, all over the house. Like, I like to read on the porch. I like to read in my office. I like to read on the couch. I like to read up in bed. So I take my tote bag, and I've got a little case in there with Post-its and some reading pens and some highlighters that I like to use. And all of my reading stuff is in one tote bag, and I just take that with me everywhere I go. And whatever book is my current book that I'm reading, and my book journal, and I put it all in there, and I take it with me. Sometimes I even have a book light.
Emma is back. She had to take the boy to look at the fire truck in the street.
Oh, there's nothing better than looking at a fire truck
Kids
with
love
your
fire
son.
trucks.
I love those. We used to have this thing here called Touch a Truck. Well, they still have it here. And you go to the park, and all of the trucks come. Like, the fire truck was there, and the ambulance is there, and the big rigs are there, and, like, all the trucks are there. And one year they had a helicopter land, which was super cool. It was like a life flight helicopter kind of thing, or maybe it was a police helicopter. I can't remember. Anyways, super, super fun. And they would have, like, the Hawaiian shaved ice and all sorts of stuff. Anyways, yeah, Touch a Truck. That was really fun. So, okay. So, let's talk about...
Sarah's asking if you practice your handwriting or force it in a direction, or is it just naturally evolved handwriting? And they said it looks beautiful.
Thank you. No, I did not practice. Well, if you write every single day, obviously when I first started,
I think
it's
what they're
funny.
asking is, did you like
Conscious
say, I
practice?
want it to look a certain way. I want my handwriting to look like X.
Yes, but no. Does that make sense? Like, when I first...
No, it doesn't. It only makes sense to you.
Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, when I first started writing, we'll just flip through this. This is Donna's like process journal, right? Of things that should. I tried oil pastels, people. They stink. I did not like them. Anyways, this is the extent of Donna's art. I've tried stencils. I've tried other things. This is my writing on a regular basis when I'm writing quickly. Okay? When I take my time, it looks like this. When I'm writing a grocery list, it looks like this. I don't write a grocery list, by the way, with a fountain pen.
When you take your time, you're doing it consciously to try to have it look.
When I do the quote videos, yes. I want it to look like this. I want it to look so that people can read it and it's not a chicken scratch. What I realized is when I slow down and take my time, even in my writing journal, it lets me process my thoughts better. So when I slow down and take my time, it does two things. One, it looks nicer, and two, it helps me mentally process things a little bit better. That's just me. That's just how I process things. So yes, I like it that my writing looks better. No, it doesn't always look like this, but I think better when I take my time and go slower, and it looks nicer when I take my time and go slower. So, and also on my community channel page, I showed you guys, let me show you, I'll pull it out. When I very first started using, it's not this one, it is this one. When I very first started using fountain pens, I'll show you. When I very first started using fountain pens, this is what it looked like. When I very first started using fountain pens, that is what it looked like. I mean, look at how I was writing. It looks like chicken scratches, for crying out loud.
Oh yeah, that's disgusting.
That's what I'm telling you. It's gross. But who cares? Look, I'm trying to do fancy letters. I didn't know what I was doing. Okay? And it takes time to make things
I wouldn't
look
have married
nice.
someone with handwriting like that.
I know, it's awful. Should we show them your handwriting?
No.
Anyway, what I'm saying is it doesn't matter. If you want it to look nice, that's one of the benefits of using this kind of paper. This is like a practice paper. You can use this as practice paper for yourself. And you don't even have to buy this kind of paper. You can try writing on paper, regular paper, or binder paper that you like, like the sales for school supplies are coming up. I know nobody wants to hear this, but it's almost July and school supplies are going to be coming up on sale. And you can take a piece of regular binder paper, just make sure you use cardboard underneath it, and use a thicker lined pen. This pen was $3. Use a thicker pen and practice writing nicely. Use any pen and practice writing nicely. Like this is the coffee black pen, right? If I write slowly and purposefully, right? Coffee
Yep.
black. If I'm writing a grocery list, oh my God, coffee black. Toilet paper, Kleenex.
So you go to cursive if you write quickly?
If I write quickly, I always go to cursive. Yeah, because I can get it off really, really fast, get the words down as fast as I possibly can. Like I need to go to Costco. I need to go to the post office, which is where I always go and I always live. I need to get gas for the car. I'm writing quickly, so I'm doing. It just, for me, when I take my time, it's methodical and I can process my thoughts and I feel better about it. And obviously when I'm doing the quote videos, I'm really trying to make it look nice because I want everybody to be able to read it. And those take time. So that's just the difference with that. So that's how that works. So I have been very remiss in trying. Let me show you this one. Let's do this. We're going to try, well, we'll leave this open because in case we need it, we'll just put this somewhere else. Put that over there. And yes, I have an entire roll of shop towels because you never know when you're going to be messy or how messy you're going to be. Okay, this is stone paper. This is the etched stone paper. I have not yet, to this day, tried This notebook is so heavy, you guys. This notebook is heavier than this notebook, and it's thinner. Okay? It's heavier. You're not kidding when I say stone paper. So we are going to flip to the back page, because that is how you do it. You flip to the back page and you try the inks on the back page. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to try fountain pen ink on the stone paper. We're going to try ballpoint pen ink is supposed to be the best ink for stone paper. We're going to try all the inks on stone paper.
Oh, you got stone paper with dots?
I did have stone paper with dots. Because they like me. Yep. Stone paper with dots. This one doesn't have the little pocket in the back. I do like the little pocket in the back to keep stuff. But there we are. Okay. So we're going to try stone paper. Ooh, which one should we? We'll use the new pen because I know you guys want to see me use the new pen. We're going to write with this first. That way, on the off chance that the ink bleeds, which I'm pretty sure it's gonna sit right on the top of the paper.
Bleed, it's gonna smudge.
It's just gonna sit and smudge. Yeah, but we'll put that on top so you can. I just love the little window. Okay, this looks so Art Deco to me. The little lines on here. I'm obsessed with this pen. Obsessed. Terrified that I'm gonna ruin it, and obsessed. So you guys are not alone. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do. This is the Leonardo pen. Oh yeah, this isn't even going to sink in. This is the 1.5 millimeter. And we're going to we'll list fountain pen so we can remember that it was the fountain pen. Yeah, okay, normally when you put ink on, can you see how wet that is?
Hold it up closer towards you. And tilt it. Yeah.
Can you see how wet that is?
Yeah.
Normally with the other
I
paper.
Want you to just run your finger across.
Oh no, I won't, because I would end up completely purple. We're gonna give it a few minutes to dry. Okay, that's the stone paper. So then we're gonna try. This is the calligraphy pen. So we're gonna try the Itoya calligraphy pen. Okay. Oh, this actually might be okay.
And that's a felt tip, right?
Yep, this is a felt tip pen. Yeah. So this is a felt tip. We'll go felt tip. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. That might actually work. Then we're going to do, this is a fine liner. This is waterproof and fade proof pigmented ink. Okay. So, and this is a 0.8.
It's another felt tip?
Fine line. Yeah. This is a uni pen. It feels
the paper's
dragging.
Make a big difference.
Yeah, the paper will make a huge difference. Yeah. This is a little scratchier too. It doesn't flow smoothly on here.
I brought my stone sketchbook yesterday to
dinner.
To dinner, and I was doodling with a ballpoint pen. I like drawing on a ballpoint pen on it.
Yeah, well, that's the one we're going to try next. This is gel ink. This is the Pilot Juice. This is gel ink. This is going to be similar to, this is a 0.5, and this is gel ink. And this is going to be very similar to, the gel ink is a little bit wetter also. Actually, surprisingly, the fountain pen's drying.
Oh, really?
Look, it's drying. It's taking time, but it's drying. Oh, come to mama. Alrighty then. Okay, this is a Jelly Roll pen. This has sparkles in it because I like me some sparkles.
Ellen says, I bet you could close that journal an hour from now and still make a Rorschach test.
Well, we're going to see. We're going to see. This is a 0.8. Jelly Rolls are new. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. And then we got ballpoint. Okay. And this is just a ballpoint ink. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is like writing. Okay, this is like butter. Ballpoint pen ink on the etched stone paper is like writing with butter. Oh, it's so smooth. Oh, me likey that.
Ballpoint pens in the
yeah, that's smooth. Okay, I also have, this is a Coletto pen. This has 5 different inks in it, and you can change out the inks in this. I like this one because you can pull out the little ink cartridges. It's incredibly fine lined. It's supposed to be a 05, but it's just so doggone tiny. But that being said, I use
Pretty
this
cool
one.
that you could just swap out the colors.
Yeah, yeah, this is great. Yeah,
Like how many colors does it hold?
this one holds 5.
Like if you wanted to, you could like have that pen, and as an artist, you could have 5 different colors.
You can.
And just walk around and
Yep.
make whatever art you wanted to.
You absolutely could. I
That's
have
really cool.
I have another one that's a shell that's empty. It has 3 colors. So if you want to try it, and it's clear, it's not pink like this one, it's clear.
Yeah.
We can order you some colors. But this is, I use the different colors, ironically. This is the pen I use for my agenda, so my calendar that I write in. And so my boys each have their own color. Scott has his own color. I have my own color. Clearly, I'm the pretty little strawberry red color. And then anything else, just generic stuff, business stuff, is the blue color for Blue Dream. So this is a gel pen. Gel ink. So we are going to also try this one because this is a really, oh yeah, this does not flow well on here.
I have not tried drawing with fountain pen, Dustin.
I gave
haven't
him I gave him a dip pen to try, but he has not used. You got ink all over your hands with a dip pen, and I think after that you were kind of like, nope, not going to happen. All right, so should we do it?
Close it.
We can either close it or I can run my finger over it. What do you guys want to see? Tell me what you want to see. I can run my finger over it.
Close it. Just close it.
Come on. They want me to run my finger over it. You know they do.
Okay, then why didn't you just run your finger over rather than giving everybody a choice and then not doing the thing?
Why do you do that? You ask people what they want you to do all the time. I'm doing the same thing. Okay, I'll just do it over here on the side. Nope, it's smudging a little bit, see? I think if I closed it, it would be, yeah.
Yeah, it's if you run your finger over anything on that, it's going to smudge.
Yeah, it's smudging, see? We are smudging.
It's because it doesn't, there's nothing for it to soak into.
Yeah, the ballpoint pen is not smudging. Everything else is going to smudge. Yeah, everything else is going to smudge. It's not wet anymore. Let's see if we can. But it will smudge. Yeah, it did. See, there's little smudge marks on here from the pens. This is actually, the fountain pen did pretty good, but this was the calligraphy pen. So the calligraphy, the felt tip pen's not so great. The ballpoint pen, great, doesn't even do anything. They have stated that ballpoint pen is the way to go with this, for sure. And it really is. Yeah. I like the concept that this is better for the environment. That's what I like about stone paper. I wish I didn't like writing with a fountain pen so much that it was different that way. All right, I got another one we're going to try. We're going to try this one really fast, but we're only going to try this with, I'm going to show you really quickly. This is, actually I shouldn't have taken it out of the thing yet, but this is onion skin paper. Okay. It comes with a little, you can either have lines or little dots, but this is onion skin paper. Very, very, very thin paper.
It's like parchment.
It is very similar to parchment, yes. Very similar to parchment. So we are going to... Actually,
you got 6 minutes left.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. We are going to write... We're going to write with this one today. We're going to try that one. We are going to write on the onion skin paper. It's supposed to be very, very good for fountain pens. So we will try this. This is the Leonardo. This is the Memento Zero. And this is a 1.5 millimeter.
Anne Marie wants to know if it smells like onions.
It does not smell like onions. Very funny, Anne-Marie. You're cute. It's a good thing I love you. Smell like onions. We'll try this one, the felt tip. Yeah, this is the calligraphy. I do not like this one on here, the way it writes. Yeah, I don't care for that. Let's try.
Doesn't care for that.
I didn't care for that. Let's try a gel pen. I love the way that the fountain pen writes on it. And if you'll notice too, like it dries. Can you, I don't know if you can see it, how it dried.
Is that red? That's
What?
not the purple.
This?
Yeah.
This is the Noodler's Nightshade.
Okay.
This
That's not
is-
the new one that you put the purple
No,
in. Oh, okay.
no, I put the purple in this one. I used this one.
Okay.
Do you want me to write with the purple one?
No, it's okay. Go ahead with the coffee.
Yeah, and this is the Pilot Juice. He's like, go ahead with the coffee. Yeah, I don't like this either. No, the fountain pen ink I think is the only one that flows.
And they said it was made for fountain pens, right?
No, the gal, well, it's not made for fountain pens, but it works great with fountain
Oh,
pens.
I see. Because it's see-through. You can see the lines.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that use these for art and they draw on here. I'll put a link in my thing as well. These are not cheap books. This particular book is like a $20 book.
Wow.
Yeah, because the onion skin, these are all hand bound. They're handmade.
I could get...
The paper's handmade.
My Be Creative sketchbook is only $14.
I know. You're obsessed with the Be
So
Creative.
much better.
At any rate, there are people who do watercolors in these, and
Watercolor.
they do watercolors in this. And what they do is they do watercolor, and then they'll do underneath, and you can see through the pages, and their paintings layer one on top of another on top of another, so the colors come through the bottom pages, and it's quite interesting. I don't think the ballpoint's going to work well in here, but we'll see. I don't like this at all. No, I honestly think this is the best with the. Here, let's do the Lamy. See?
I don't think the paper bleeds.
No, it's not bleeding. It's actually soaking into the paper here. No, this is not a bleedy paper.
Okay, so rubbing your hand across it doesn't mean whether it bleeds or not. Bleeds means it goes down to the other page.
You will be able to see through this paper.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this paper. You will be able to see
So
through
you
the other
can't work
side.
on both sides.
You cannot work on both sides of the paper. No. No. Even writing, you don't write on both sides of this paper. You write on, and the guy that I was talking about, Hemingway Jones, he reviewed one of the notebooks, and he only writes with his fountain pens on one side of the paper. He used the notebook for poetry, and he said he likes it because he feels like the words seep through the pages below to the pages up top. So, are you being sassy? You have that I'm being sassy look on your face.
No, Coral Create says Scott is so unimpressed.
Yeah, it takes a lot to impress my husband. A lot. Okay, now here's the new pen. This is the Leonard. See how juicy this ink is? Oh my God. This is, oh my God. Look at this ink. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. But do you see the difference in the lines? Oh. It just makes me so happy. I mean, I can't, like, even, okay, like, I love this pen, but this is, even this, like, this is a Conklin Endura pen. And I'll show you the difference in the lines. See, and this is my favorite ink. This is the Writer's Blood ink. And this is a 1.1 millimeter. But, I mean, you can see the difference in, I'll show you. You can see the difference in the nib. See how much wider the 1.5 is? Can you see it?
The one on the right is
Yeah.
wider.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The one on the right is definitely wider. But it's rose gold. It's just so beautiful. Yeah, stunning doesn't, it doesn't do it. But yeah, I may have to put my writer's blood in that ink and use that as my other one. But see how chunky the lines are? This is the way I like to write. I don't care for writing with something smaller. I really love a good wide line. But this is the onion skin paper. I've been wanting to try this, and we tried it here with you guys. And so there you go. And we're going to thank Skillshare. I know they were not anticipating a journaling live today.
Hey, there's, like Bethany says, there's a ton of
But there
journaling.
there are
Free
calligraphy-
journaling classes.
Yep, journaling classes, calligraphy classes. I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to tell you guys, we're going to point straight to the Skillshare, link. Give them a shout out, give them a follow, try their classes. If for you guys who want to start journaling, try, go online, find a couple classes. It's free for a month. Give them a whirl, give it a try. But my best thing that I can tell you is set a specific time each day that you're going to give yourself 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be hours on end. It doesn't have to work that way, right? Start off with like 5 minutes. Pick a pen, pick a piece of paper or a notebook or a whatever, and just try, just give yourself some time, pick up watercolors, pick up markers, pick up, pick up a dark purple pencil, ooh, should we try and see what the dark purple pencil looks like in here? It's pretty. It's not as pretty as the ink. It's close though. Look, it kind of matches the ink. Anyway, so
right.
Thanks for being here today, guys.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with
Really
us, and thanks to the
appreciate
mods, as always.
Yeah, thank you, mods.
thank
I
you,
know we
Donna,
sort of switched it
for-
up on you today.
Yeah.
But we're thrilled that you're here. Thanks for being here with us. Thanks for keeping us going. In all the insanity of life.
And if you guys didn't see the community post, don't buy any posters between now and July 1st, because we're going to be doing
Christmas
a
in July.
buy one, get one free
Yep.
sale for posters.
We are doing a Christmas in July. It is not available yet. Do not email me. Do not ask me.
Yeah, just don't
It's
buy
not-
anything until Monday, I think it is, right?
Monday at midnight. Well, Sunday at midnight, starting Monday. So yeah, July 1st. We're doing the whole month of July. So.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of the week, and we will see you on
Yeah,
Friday.
have a great day, everybody. Do something good for yourself.
Bye.
Bye.